Well, now let's talk about gathering the subject matter as well as organization and planning. Now, these are the part of your chapter second and third. But as such, I told you it's not about the chapters that matters. It's about the topic that we cover. So, well, let's discuss about it. With regards to your gathering the subject matter, children, it depends on your experience, on your knowledge, on your information that you have already collected with you. That's in your mind. Because it's not about like at the last moment, like or in the examination hall, that you would be getting some moments to look for the matter. Now, the matter is all that lies here with you. Now, how to utilize that and what to utilize from there? It's not that everything and anything that you can write. It's about the topic that is asked. It's about the information that is asked in the topic. Now, with regards to your gathering, now three important factors or the for a good composition is first of course about your language. Language skill matters a lot. This is what I have already told you. Then appropriate subject matter, logical arrangement of ideas, and of course your effective expression. Originality should be there. Now we come over to collecting, that is, the gathering the subject matter. For that, read your topic thoroughly. Read it at least thrice before you begin to write. Once you have chosen the topic, once you have decided what to write, after that, also please read your topic thrice, because the topic reveals, it tells, it indicates what actually is desired of you in that composition. So once you have gone through the topic, because what you get for your ICSC board is not a generalized one, not at all a generalized topic, it is always specific. It wants, it requires some specification for your composition, and that you need to write down, that you need to provide in your composition. Whether it is narrative, whether it is descriptive, imaginative, whether it is argumentative, or a picture composition. Now, with regards to picture composition, you are at a liberty to express in various different ways. The only thing that is required is your connection of your, that is the connection of your composition with the picture. There should be a connection, and if the connection is there, you can write, you have the liberty to write from anywhere, anything, either description or account or an imagination or a narration, or present your argumentative ideas, anything. So that's the wonderful thing of a picture composition. But with regards to your narrative and descriptive and argumentative and imaginative, you need to read the topic and read the specifications and compose your essay on it. Now, usually children are in a confusion with regards to the beginning, the introductory part. Now, do not go in with the introduction, going in for a definition, going in for looking for some quotes or some sayings or something like that. No need, children. Be original. The best way is whatever comes to your mind regarding that. Start with that. Express yourself. That originality should be there. Do not go in for bringing the things from way back into the bygone eras and trying to connect it with the present. No need. Just what is asked, be to the point, be exact. Do not just beat about the bush. So this is a very important point that you need, that helps you to start your essay. because I've found students who have difficulty in beginning the essay. Once they start writing, they will write, but that beginning is a problem, and that should not take away too long to begin, so that you may lose your time. See children, you have just 2 hours in your hand. At the same time, you have some other questions to attempt, so you cannot waste your time. You have to finish your essay in 25 to 35 minutes. It's advised 30 to 35 minutes, not more than that. Because if you are taking more time, you will be affecting the concentration and the reading part of the other questions that you'll have to hurry up with, and then whenever you attempt something in hurry, you lose your marks. Now, besides, you have to, you cannot go for a lengthy introduction or anything like introduction, because you have only 350 words in your hand, just 300 to 350. So limit your essay in that, and for that you cannot just go on ranting about the details of the in the beginning. You have to come to the topic directly. That is what exactly you should be doing when you are writing an essay of 300 to 350 words. Okay, then there are certain ways that you should keep in your mind, like when you are writing, it's about how, when, where, the planning and all those things. Now, when you are writing about all those things, thinking about that comes naturally, and that should be like few minutes that should acquire, not the whole thing. And then when you sit to write your essay, children, you should be like an eagle, okay, from the eagle looking down on the earth. So you should be able to comprehend what exactly you need to write, how much you need to write, and what are the points that are more important for you to write. There may be several points, but not all the points can be adjusted in 300 to 350 words. The points have to give in validations. It has to be presented properly. It has to be expressed properly, and for that matter, you cannot go in for too many points. Okay. Now, with regards to gathering the subject matter, that is, these things of course are required by you, but at the same time, children, whenever a topic is given, okay, think about it. Just try to recall the areas, the surroundings. If it is a narration of an incident, try to recall that incident, because first hand narration, the things that you have felt, that is more interesting than anything else. If it is talked about imagination also, try to imagine the things, and that brings a better expression. When it is about descriptive essays, then think about all the things around. Describe the things. And for that description thing, you need to add a little flowery language, but not that too much that it becomes, oh, you are just only with the flowery things and you are not able to express yourself. That should be avoided. But then when you are describing, of course, I'll go in for a lot of taking up the topic descriptive narrative, and on the whole separately also, and explaining you the importance and how you should be dealing with in those types of essay, and what are the do's and don'ts of those. That of course you shall be doing. But then in short, let me tell you, when it comes to descriptive, now describing the things about, it's a morning time, so morning sun, the morning birds, then trees, the cool breeze, so all should come automatically to your mind, and then you have to pen it down in words. That is what is required of gathering the subject matter. Now, when it comes to your, not in the organization and planning, of course, organization and planning, as I told you, it should be organized well, there should be coherence, there should be unity in your essay. So there should be a flow of language. If one is reading, there should not be breaking, as if you are not able to describe a thing. You should be able to explain or describe or narrate a thing in a very flowing manner, in simple and beautiful language. You should be able to express the entire thing. Now, a good, of course, it requires your careful planning, but planning should not take away all the time. It should be within 2 minutes, 3 minutes. That's all that should take you. Now, sometimes we have a habit, we should write down the points. We may write down. So, if it's your answer sheet that you have with you, that is the answer paper sheets where you write the answers, you can just in pencil write down your points, lest you should not forget some points. It happens. So you may take your pencil and later on you can erase it also. So that idealist that you form, at times the idealist should be here itself, but still if you want you can write down also. And then there are some following in your book. You have certain things that you have put the following a logical order. Okay, I'm not just showing it to you. You have your books in you with you. You can just go through it following a logical order. But it's not about following the entire thing, children. Okay, I don't go about with the book that exactly you have to go about with this following exactly those logical orders. No, there should be creativity, there should be originality. If you are talking about narration and something that has been the climax, you can begin with that. For example, you are narrating your journey by train and something that had been an incident which you could never erase from your memories, you can begin with that that journey turned out to be quite unforgettable one, because when I started with the journey, I never imagined that it would just change my life. It so happened that I had to travel by sleep in the sleeper compartment, although I'm used to of traveling in the AC. So something that comes to you naturally. See how naturally I began with the topic. So it's not about that what is a train journey. I started at this time, I traveled at this time, then this, and not at all like that. See, something that should make the reader read your topic further. That should be the style sought by you. Okay, you should always seek such style that it becomes interesting, and the other person who is reading or whoever is listening wants to know further what happened, and he should just go through it smoothly. So that is the most important point of organization and planning. Now with regards to your essays, while I had given the first video, there was somebody asked me about the paragraphs, that how many paragraphs should you have in your essays. Now with regards to paragraphs, see children, it depends on your topic. Besides, paragraphs are very important for your essay, for your composition, because that is the very first thing the examiner sees when he scrolls your essay. Like he sees whether the child has put the essay in paragraphs or not. And if he finds that the child has not put that in paragraphs, the very first thing that he would do is put -2 there. So you are penalized for not writing your composition in paragraphs. So this is a very important point. Please paragraph your composition. Now coming to that question, how many paragraphs? Now it's 300 to 350 words essay that you are supposed to write. Now in 300 to 350 words, you can just go for maximum 4 paragraphs or 5 paragraphs. 3, 4, 5. 3 would be less, 4 and 5 would be fine. So paragraph, because 4 and 5 good ideas could be there which you could assimilate, collect and put that in those number of 4 or 5 paragraphs, and that becomes an ideal composition. I think your query regarding the number of paragraphs is clear. You could segregate either on some planning or some particular things, the paragraph writing, how you assimilate your points, that is your you have already been taught when you were learning paragraph writing. And if you were not learning also, or if you don't remember also, let me tell, several ideas of the same types could be assimilated, collected, and a paragraph could be formed. Or it could be one idea that you want to elaborate upon, that could be also a part of paragraph. Then the paragraph sometimes may be very very short, where you want to just reflect on something very important, or it could be some very climax type of thing that you want to like highlight, that also could be put in a separate paragraph. So this is how you would be putting it in paragraphs. So this is a very important part of your essay writing. Then there are several things that there was another query where the child had asked whether to give a title to essays. Well, it's your choice whether if you want to give a title, it's okay, it's fine. You will not be penalized for giving a title, nor shall you be penalized or your marks would be taken if you have not given a title. It looks nice. If you want to give a title, it's okay, and especially with your like imaginative essays and all, you may give, otherwise it's not required as such. Okay, with regards to giving a title, usually children have the habit, sometimes they give a title to the composition. So it's all on your choice. Now when we come back to writing, children, writing your essays. See, when you are writing your essays, please do not enumerate. Like at times you write point number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Not at all. It is not your economics or your political science or history notes that you need to number it. It should be in paragraphs. Okay, so please do not put any numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, or when you are changing the paragraphs, you put some asterisk marks or some dots or anything like. It is not at all required. So do not go for anything like this. Now, there are certain other things that from time to time, while I am discussing the different types of essays, I will be explaining. But then you need to keep your mind in your mind not to use SMS language. This is very discouraging. SMS language, like use of you, use of between B oblique W that you write for, that is the short forms or any abbreviations. Then when you want to write some words that we were 5 friends, so 5 should not be in numbers, it should be in words, FIVE. Okay, so these things have to be kept in mind. Then do not use the short form of and, you write properly AND. Okay, then when you are carrying over the word from one line to another, at times you put a hyphen there. Okay, that you are carrying over the word from one line to another, that is also discouraged. Okay, it is penalized also at times. So please do not carry, if your word does not come, the space is less, please bring the word down to the next line and write. So please do not write half the word in one line and then carrying over to the second line. Okay, so these are some of the things that you need to remember. And at the same time, children, your board requires British English, the English that Britishers speak and write, not American English. So please do not use slangs, please do not use American spellings for writing. Like for example, the spelling of color, COLOR, is American spelling, but what is the original is COLOUR. I think for the time being, this much is enough for you. So please just jot down the important points that I have enumerated, given you today, and follow it in your essay writing, in your composition writing practice. Then sections A, B, C and E, I have asked you to write 3 essays per week. Please keep on writing those 3 essays per week. I've given you lot of liberty in the manner how you should be writing. So please do not deter from it. Do not avoid writing. I may make video calls and I may ask you to show the essays to me. Okay, or I may ask someday that your copies also may be collected. So please keep on doing your work. Do not avoid it. Do not procrastinate. Do not delay it, or okay, I'll put keeping on to the another day. Please do not accumulate also your work. I'll calculate the number of weeks and the number of essays, and that has to be written. Okay then, thank you. God bless you. About these essays, more of it in more detail we shall discuss one by one. Thank you, children.